Welcome back. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about the math on how we get to 4 years on a DIY solar system paying for itself. Basically, if you calculate that you have an 800-watt system that will have probably around 3.6 kilowatt hours of battery and at least 800 watts of solar, uh, and you assume that you can get around 10 hours a day, 60% of the year, that puts you at about $260 a year that you would be saving, assuming 15 cents per kilowatt hour. So if you multiply that number times four, you get somewhere around $1,000. So now if you work backwards on the cost of 3.6 kilowatts of lithium iron phosphate batteries, which is about $600, and 800 watts of bifacial solar panels, like the ones I have here mounted right behind me. That's another $600. And then assume another $300 for your inverter, your charge controller, box, and wires. That puts you at $1,500. And with the 30% federal tax credit, because if you have more than a 3 kilowatt hour system, you can qualify for that, basically brings you back right around $1,000, which is what we calculated for 4 years. Now, that's a lot faster return on investment that you'll see from anyone that wants to come over and give you an installation. Typically, the average in the US for return on investment or break even is 11 years. And the major reason for that is the installation. And what's really cool about these new bifacial panels that we have here is because they can absorb light and energy on both sides of the panel. An optimal configuration is actually to mount them vertically, not necessarily at, for example, 30 degrees. And this is especially true on cloudy days if you want to maximize, or even partly cloudy days, where the light is fairly distributed. And this is especially true if you have a reflective surface that is close to white, which most concrete actually turns out to be. So it is very interesting, I think, from that perspective, because I'm not going to get up on the roof to do a bunch of installations. But I did break out my 8 foot ladder today, and I cut a few pieces of fence. You can see that's top rail fencing. I think I paid $20 for all that altogether, and I just bolted that straight into the metal with my drill and using self-tapping screws. And so it took me about an hour